All right, now this is Mr. Davis by Gucci Man. Of course, one of the realest people on the streets, Gucci Man, who's of course an Atlanta favorite. Now this guy is real. He was charged with murder in 2005. In the same year, he dropped his debut album, Trap House. So yeah, this guy grew up in Atlanta with rapper Shawty Low, of course. Of course, the guy is one of the most prolific mixtape droppers in the game. But for a while, he wasn't really dropping mixtapes like that because he was in jail for a stint. He was released from jail in 2006 and, of course, dropped Everybody's Looking, a pretty good mixtape. Got acclaim all across the boards. He dropped the song First Day Out of the Fed. Of course, he had the whole controversy that he was a clone. And also, he had the song Black Beatles, Black Beatles, in which he was featured with and got his first number one. So that's good right there. And now we're into present day, and he dropped his Mr. Davis mixtape. And I Got the Bag. I Got the Bag, which peaked at number 31 and his most successful single as a solo artist to date. Now, one of the things I was afraid of is being such a prolific artist like Gucci Man. I was afraid that maybe he would be so generic that it would be hard to really relate to him. Which I just like to say that this album has a lot of touching moments, like in the beginning where it has Work in Progress, where he talks about missing his friend Shawty Low, and near the ending he has Miss My Woes, which is about missing his friend Shawty Low. So that was good. And also he has a killer sample of a Ice Cube interpretation of Gangster Gangster, which was a little story that was nice. Some parts of this album kind of feels like he's biting from his contemporaries, like the Migos' I Got the Bag, which really reminds me of a song they did a while back on DJ Khaled's album Grateful. Major Bag Alert, which I have to ask myself. I know this was recorded at similar times, so how many bags does the Amigos have? Like shit. And also the song Money Make Y'all Handsome, which also sounds similar to a song by the Amigos, or at least the content does, which kind of reminds me of a Amigos song, Handsome and Wealthy, which kind of covers like the same topics, except Gucci Man is talking about how the money could make you handsome, and the Amigos are talking about how people are jealous because they're rich and handsome, but still kind of like the same topic and the same issues brought up. And as I was saying, when I hear the title Members Only, it only brings me back to one thing, which is Triple X Tentacion, Members Only. So yeah, when I hear that, it kind of reminds me of this group. And I just like to point out that Big Sean already had a song about chains and shit like that, like in his discography. He had the song First Chain. He had the song One Man Could Change the World. Now, when this album is not like reminding me of other songs, it's kind of like boring me because of the pacing. Like on the song Stunt for Nothing with one of the Ray Shrimmers. I forgot what his name is, Sway Lee. The guy, like I felt like his verse was way too long. He had a clever line with Cheetah, all these girls some cheetahs, but that's about it. And the song with Weekend, uh, I kind of feel like Gucci Man outperformed the Weekend, which is shocking because usually the Weekend would outperform people like he did with Little Uzi Ferb. And the Ty Dolla Sign song was pretty generic, I have to say. That's it. Uh, the song Make Love, I kind of hate how they pause throughout the whole song. Kind of makes it like drawn out and shit like that. Oh yeah, another thing I almost forgot. Even though I like this song, the song "Missing My Woes." When I first heard it, I thought it was Usher. Like, no kidding aside, I thought this song was Usher. So when this song does not remind me of other songs by either the title or the fucking beat, like when it comes to the song Turn It Down, it kind of sounds like the flute. Like it kind of sounds like they heard Mask Off and they decided to like capitalize on that, or at least the song Broccoli, where they tried to capitalize on the flute idea, but they did it half-ass, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, overall, this project, overall, this album is pretty bloated, and it reminds me of so many other songs and stuff like that. And I kind of think this album is a representative of Gucci being a shadow of himself, you know, pun included, of Gucci being a shadow of his former self. And I'm personally going to give this album a 5. That's how I feel. Please like and subscribe to this, um, video. And I am out.